Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you guys doing? Everything okay? Okay, so tomorrow is Monday, new trading day. So for that, I wanted to show you guys how the Nifty performed in the last trading session and how my picks performed. Now the thing is that I'm going to change the topic of discussion from here onwards. I thought rather than showing you the entry exits, where I'm entering, where I'm exiting, I feel that it would make more sense if I actually try to show you how the market is working from the market makers' perspectives, right? So, what do you mean by market makers? So, market makers are big institutions, are big players that have access to see both side of the market. Now, how do they see both side of the market? We retail traders don't have that access to those techs. They have an edge over that. They can see the order volume, the volume profile, the order flow, and stuff like that, which basically helps them to make better market decisions, which we don't have the access to, right? So that's why we will discuss. We'll try to decode what is actually happening on that particular candle, on that particular set of candles. This would actually give a clear picture if there is a, let's say, trap, if there is a possibility of a trend reversal. But, um, and without knowing this, it would be a little hard to guess. So that's what I'll try to explain here. Though you might not be able to understand each and every aspect of whatever I am talking, but gradually as you see all my videos, you will probably get an idea of what I am trying to make you guys understand, right? Okay, so without further delay, let's start uh, with the Nifty 50 analysis. So right now, so let's try to draw the resistance and the support line first. Again, uh, if you guys are watching this video for the first time, then a resistance and a support line is where the market was not able to breach in terms of if the market was going up, and this is the support line where the stock price have taken as support and it didn't cross this mark. For example, you can see here the price has, like, it went down and then something happened and then it got pushed back. It couldn't breach this mark, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, one second guys. Acha, Nifty doesn't have volume, sorry. Checking Nifty now. Okay, so this is what is happening in Nifty currently. So Nifty is entering into what we call as a distribution phase. Distribution phase is something where the stock makers uh, basically, like, the selling of the stock makers increases because they probably have entered somewhat here and then they went up, they made their money, and now they want to sell those stocks so that the market price again falls to a certain level where they can again accumulate stocks, and that is called accumulation phase. This is what is basically happening in a market, just two cycles: accumulation and distribution phase, and in between the stock rallies up, rallies down. That is what is happening. Okay, and after rallying up, there comes both the accumulation and the distribution phase are somewhat the congested market. Like the market, that point is moving sideways. That is what is happening. Like if I talk about the whole picture now, this is what is happening. So the Nifty is entering the distribution phase, and then the market, after the distribution phase is over, the market will straight go down. So in this zone right now, what will happen? How do you know it's a distribution phase? The whole market sentiment will go down. So if you now closely listen to any news that is happening, it will mostly contain negative news. That this has happened, this company has laid off employees, and you know the overall tariff, the rates have increased. People are not able to buy these stuff. So basically, it creates a sentiment of fear, and that's where they are able to panic the retail traders and investors, and they want to push down the price. This is what generally happens. Okay. Now it will become more evident when we see at certain uh, what's it, stocks. It will become more and more and more evident. Okay, Airtel is at its peak. Okay, what has happened is this zone was all accumulation of the stocks to push it higher. This was the distribution phase. Okay, see, ups and downs. It was not crossing this, not even crossing this, right? Then one day, what happened is, so this was where the last set of buyers were trapped. See this exceptional large volume. So this was the last push, the test, but it sustained, and then okay. So this is what is happening. This is where again, now it could happen that um, what is happening here? The volumes are not supporting. Okay. So there were still okay. This would go a little sideways now for quite some time. Sometimes it will go up here, then it's because they will now try to shake off all the buyers. Like they want to just trap more buyers before they start selling. Now this is the start of the distribution phase that is happening here. Yes. So I'll keep it here. Okay. So I will do one thing. No, not this one. So I will need start a new this thing, and I will put eternal name here. Okay. Cool. Let's now go to go digit. So go digit is also will go, and sometime it will go into the This 1 second. Okay, see, this high volume is saying that a lot of hands exchanged in this candle on 29th of July. So it is trying to say that the market tried to go up, right? But a lot of market makers have sold out a chunk here. Okay, that's why this has happened. Exceptionally large volume, and that too with a very low candle spread that says about it. Okay, see here also they have sold, here also they're selling. So it could be that the market, see, from here the market will not go up. That is not happening. Okay, the only thing that can happen here is maybe go sideways for some time and trap more buyers, because it looks like the market will go up, but this is the best time to trap also. So this will trap more buyers, and then eventually after certain period it will again fall. This is what is going to happen. So both of my trades are not at a good position. Okay, let's go. The first thing I try to do is identify what phase. So this is the accumulation, distribution. Somewhat they do the distribution very quickly rather than the accumulation. This, wherever this price is, a little hard to say what is happening, at least not by seeing the daily chart. Now see, this is the, this one. This one is the accumulation phase. It went up. So I think this is still the accumulation phase only. This is not price rejection. This stock is a little hard to say. We'll have to wait. I can't see any. This could be very well accumulation zone only, or this could be very well just taking little, like following the trend. This is a normal behavior market. There's nothing wrong here happening. Maybe till it reaches here, then something we'll be able to see. Right now this market is normal, and if we want to trade, then well, there is nothing to trade here. We'll buy at when everybody is selling. This is the accumulation is done, this one, and right now the distribution started. Maybe it's taking the last push. Yes, okay, okay, so this was the last test. Okay, so let's see. This stock is going to fall. The last push of hand was done. sell. Hmm. Okay, so what I'll do is that I will similarly create a new list, bearish run. Okay, and here I will add this stock. Okay, okay, let's gear up for the fall. I'll keep this thing marked only. अच्छा, चलो, okay. And we will monitor this trade. Okay. Hindu Unilever. Okay. This is exceptionally large candle, large volumes. There is a lot of selling pressure that has happened. What has happened exactly? This was the distribution phase for this stock, and then it fell. Accumulation. Maybe this could be the start of a distribution phase. Could be, but it's hard to say. It's just like there has to be some other past candles that shows the evidence. Otherwise, it is hard to tell. It could be in the middle of a trend that can go up here, and then the distribution phase can start. Anything can happen. Nothing here. Okay, Radico. Radico, what has happened? Radico. Mm-mm. Let me. There is nothing no abnormal in this stock, so it is going as per the market. Yeah, there is nothing to trade here. Like you can intraday, but nothing to gain from here. This is a good stock. Okay. It is again yet to show if this is the start of the distribution phase or so this candle was it's normal. Normal. This there is nothing abnormal here, so you have to give it some time. could be a start of the distribution phase, could be in the middle of the trend also. Okay, the last one is actually something. Anyway, there could be more stocks that are in the distribution phase, that could be in the accumulation phase. But the problem is that you can't go, you know, looking at every chart. That is not possible. Now, what I am planning to do in the last for the month of August is that devise a screener that would help me filter out the exact stock that could be in the accumulation phase, because that's where the institutions are betting on the money. If I talk about TCS now, probably everybody who watches news regularly will know that TCS has laid off 12,000 employees. That's a pretty big number, given that TCS has a very good reputation, right? Now, if you look at the chart of TCS, right, what is actually happening? You you see this support line. The support line started from 21, right after COVID, right? That's where the IT sector got a little push. Now, this 22, this was a part of the accumulation phase. Okay, they were building the market sentiments towards the positive side. Now, if you go and check the news of TCS in that time, it will have very positive news, right? Because it's building the market sentiment, right? Now, what is happening here? Let's focus on this. Market was high, everybody was buying. Now, the market makers have to sell their inventory, right? How do they do this? So, they start the distribution phase. They distributed every stock they had, right? Because that's where then the market will fall. Then the market fell. And right now, whoever has been holding TCS for a very long time, because it's a profitable company, the market makers need to shake them off. What could be a better opportunity than announcing a mass layoff? Think about it. Okay. Now, this is what is happening. The prices are falling. Okay. But last few candles, the volumes are not saying much. So, what is happening here is that the inventory is currently filled. So, what could happen is that it will go, and by driving these bad news, they are going to shake off the investors who have been clinging to this stock for a very long time. Buying opportunity for TCS. But again, I think I should wait for the price to touch here, do something, show us some signs, and then we are going to discuss about this. Cool. Okay, that's it for today. uh, I'll discuss like this on a daily basis, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. uh, this will actually help me bring out such videos which will eventually help to actually learn everybody, to help actually learn the market, not just gamble and lose out all the money. If you are at the other side of the spectrum, opposite of these big so-called investment firms, banks, then you are at the wrong side of the game. If you really want to make money, you should be at their side. Otherwise you will just lose and eventually get frustrated, leave out of the market. But that will not matter, because every day new traders like us are getting into the market, ready to give the money to the market. That is what is happening. Okay, see you again. Bye, take care, have a great trading session tomorrow. Have a great, see you all. Bye.